some of my fondest memories here in Mexico City, and some huge wins and accomplishments in my career. So anytime I can come back to Mexico and perform, it's special to me because I know how much the crowd respects and appreciates wrestling, and I have a true love for lucha libre. So coming here is always amazing, and the fact that I could come here 2 nights in a row and beat one of the best wrestlers in the world in Eddie Edwards, it makes me feel pretty good, and getting to do it in front of Mexico makes me feel even better.
2 matches against Eddie Edwards, who is pretty good wrestler, but instead with Michael Elgin, Mexico is great for Michael Elgin.
Yeah, it's tremendous. I hope that I can spend some more time here. Even part of this weekend with Impact, we have guys like Vikingo and Taurus, and those two are phenomenal wrestlers. And I've wrestled Taurus a few times now in the United States, and they've got rave reviews. So I'd love to come back to Mexico and wrestle somebody like Taurus or Vikingo.
In your actual role in Impact, you have many chances to see many guys and also many luchadors because you're working with Martin's Entertainment and some other companies in USA who works with Mexican guys. How do you feel this new era of luchadores?
Man, I think they're all amazing. As I said, I look forward to wrestling in the lucha style. And tonight, sitting back and watching Vikingo, that's somebody I really want to wrestle. And then you mentioned Martinez Entertainment. I got to wrestle Aramis, and I think he's fantastic too. So I think that the future of lucha libre is amazing. There's some amazing guys here, and they produce such great stars over the years, all the way back in the day to the Rey Mysterios and Juventud Guerreros and Psychosises, and then recently Phoenix and Pentagon. And I mean, just the wrestling here in Mexico is amazing, and all the luchadors are fantastic. But if I was to really pinpoint a handful that I really like, I would have to go with Vikingo, Turus, and Aramis.
This scenario with this new impact, with a women as a big guy,
Yeah.
how many differences is with another kind of another type of impact in the past?
I think we're looking at the future and how wrestling is progressing. Getting to come down here to Mexico and really being able to showcase the luchadors, and then, as you said, having Tessa Blanchard as our world champion. I think we're ahead of the curve because intergender wrestling is so big. And nowadays, I feel that wrestling fans are always saying, like, what if this female wrestler wrestled this male wrestler? And now at Impact, we're putting that in the forefront. And we're making sure that the world gets to see matches like that. So I think the new Impact is a good change of pace, and I think that the future is very bright.
And talking about why Michael Elgin is not in the champions.
I've had one opportunity, and I came up a little bit short, and I haven't had an opportunity since. But with 2 wins over Eddie Edwards, I get one more. I have the Call Your Shot trophy, and that means I'm going after the world championship. So I might not be a world champion standing here now, but if I was a betting man, I would say that next time Impact comes back to Mexico, I'm going to be the world champion. I'm sorry?
Do you feel the Mexican wrestling is better than the US wrestling?
I'm not, I wouldn't say better, but as somebody who's been very fortunate enough to travel the world, I spend a lot of time in Japan, I've spent a lot of time in Mexico, and obviously I'm from Canada and wrestle a lot in the States. It's hard to say which one is better. I would have to say that all of them are equal, but each of them highlight different aspects of the sport of professional wrestling. So I feel that a show that can bring somebody like me and Eddie Edwards, who are very traditional Japanese style, and then somebody like TJ Perkins, who's very technical, and then the American high flyers like the Rascals, and then you bring in a Vikingo and a Taurus, and it's just like the perfect mix. So it's hard to say one style is better, but I think that if they're all equal, each style has something that's better than the other style.
Thank you.
So my last question.
Yeah.
Um, there is no again another Canada team in the Impact or TNA,
Yes.
but what you see on Eden Page or Josh Alexander is not to feel great as Canadian.
Yeah, for sure. You're right. Team Canada was such a huge part of the former TNA and now in Impact. We might not have a per se Team Canada, but I think if you watch Impact, the wrestlers that people are talking about are me, Ethan Page, and Josh Alexander. So Canada is very well represented within Impact. And I mean, what can I say? They're they're almost, I think, third or fourth on the list of the longest reigning tag team champions in Impact history, and they've only been in the company for a year and a half. I mean, I think that speaks for itself.